What is up and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be talking about 8 times NBA fans ran on the court. Now before we get started I'm going to need you to smash the like button, hit the subscribe button and turn that bell on for notifications. That way you know every time we drop a new video. And you're going to want to watch this whole video because some of these are pretty crazy. With that being said, let's begin. In a game where LeBron was still playing for the Miami Heat, a Cleveland fan or a LeBron fan runs onto the court after a member of security apprehends the fan. The fan goes on to the point where he makes contact directly with LeBron. And while security is carrying the fan out, LeBron gives the fan a bump and says something in his ear. ESPN later did a special on this fan, and it turns out the fan has an obsession with LeBron. The fan had a poster of LeBron and shoes of LeBron, and he even had a blanket that holds 2 pictures of LeBron's face on the blanket. He had a real obsession for the king. A YouTuber that goes by the name of Vitalia, who has more than 10 million subscribers, decided to streak across the court during a game of the 2016 NBA Finals. He did the same thing by running onto the field during the World Cup, but during the finals, they waited for the players to set up for a free throw, and then he takes his shirt off and sprints onto the floor. But before anyone can make it to the players at the other end, he gets tackled by security. The security guard's walkie-talkie went flying after he tackled him. On the streaker's back, he had the words, "Trump sucks." In a game between the Nuggets and the Lakers, we're about to set up a play, but some random lady walks right onto the court and nobody knows exactly what she's doing and what she's trying to do. She was pulled off to the side by security and gives some type of gesture that anyone but her was in the wrong in that situation. Of course, she was exited out of the building by the security forces. Cleveland has some pretty crazy fans. While Andre Bynum was posting up his opponent, a random fan ran onto the court and he casually just to say hello to Kyrie. And then he acts as if what he was doing was completely normal. Then he goes with the players and tries to move on transition. Then Chris Paul finally notices him, and the way Chris Paul steps towards the fan, it looks like if he was going to square up with the fan and pop him right in the nose. Thankfully, it didn't come to that and he was escorted off the court. Now during the Knicks and the Pelicans game, before an inbound play was able to begin, you see a kid run onto the court and hug Carmelo Anthony. He ends up hugging Melo, and Melo gives a hug back. And a referee escorts the kid back to the side where the kid runs into the stands to find his mom. The mom was just standing in the stands the whole time watching everything. There's no way the mom didn't tell her son to go hug Carmelo Anthony. Even the commentators were confused on why the mom just let her child do that. In a game versus the Hornets and the Heat, the game was stopped because of a foul on the Hornets. A kid and his dad were getting up to leave and the kid sprints over to hug Justice Winslow. There's no way the dad didn't tell his son to do that. It's pretty obvious it was planned because they both got up at the exact same time while the game was stopped. Kind of sketchy. Russell Westbrook is a player known for giving his all on the court, always being annoyed by friends because they know that they can get a reaction from him. But back in 2018, Gary Harris hit a buzzer beater to beat the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Nuggets fans went crazy, but this one particular fan ran into Russell Westbrook's face and started yelling. Westbrook couldn't believe that what happened and was looking around for security because they couldn't have let this happen. There's no way they should have let that happen. Unfortunately, it did. And back in 2019, when Russ's current team, the Houston Rockets, were going against the Nuggets, Westbrook was walking back to the bench when a child who was sitting courtside just shoved Russell. Russ couldn't believe it, and he just stared down the kid and proceeded to share a couple of choice words with the kid, and then he walked out. Then he walked off into the locker room. 8 times NBA fans ran onto the court. Some of those are some pretty crazy instances that I hope never happen again. But if you liked the video, please go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and turn the bell on for notifications, and we'll see you all in the next video.